What's good, YouTube? Here to bring you my Traptrix deck with the new support this deck received. I was able to make it a Master 1, so let's go through the card by card. And first we got 3 copies of Max C, and this card is especially better in this deck because the Link 2s and Link 3 Traptrix monsters require an insect or plant monster, and since Max C is an insect monster, you're able to go into these cards in case like you have multiple copies of Max C's in your hand. Next, we got 2 Ash Blossoms. I was running 3, but I had to cut one down because I wanted to fit the third copy of Evenly Match. Next, we got 3 Traptrix Myrmelio. This is the best card in the archetype because you get to search a whole normal trap card, and which recently got buffed with our newly added Traptrix Holy Taya, which is the best trap hole card in the archetype right now. So, yeah, Myrmelio need 3 copies. You also need 2 copies of Dione. Next, we got 3 copies of Mantis. This is also newly buffed because we got new Trap Trick monsters that we can search out, which helps us extend into plays because we really turn into like a rank 4 type of deck. Next, we got 3 newly added Pudica, Traptrix Pudica. This card on normal summon allows you to search out the field spell, and then on special summon, you get to target one special summon monster your opponent controls and banish it. And then during your end phase, your opponent does need to special summon one of their banished monsters. But that's completely fine because this is just meant for interruption because you're able to special summon out Traptrix monsters on your opponent's turn. So it just helps with interrupting them like that. Also newly added is Traptrix Arachnocampa. This card is what we want to search off of Mantis when we're allowed to search a Traptrix monster card, because Arachnocampus, it allows us to, during the main phase, if you control a Traptrix monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you're not allowed to special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except insect or plant monsters. So this card just helps us extend our plays. Again, the best card to search off of Mantis. Also has a neat little effect where the first time each set cards in your spell and trap zone will be destroyed by a card effect each turn, it is not destroyed, so it helps us prevent your opponent from Harpy Feather Dusting your back row or Lightning Storming it. And it's nice because it is a quick effect on the main phase, so you can always chain this. Keep this card in your hand and chain it when they activate Harpy's Feather Duster. Next, we have 2 Parallel Exceeds. I was running 3, but I found that to be a little too bricky, so I'm just running 2 Parallel Exceed. Next, we got Pot of Prosperity. This is just to help with consistency for the deck. Next, we got 1 Trap Tantalizing Tune. This card is also to help with consistency because you can discard 1 level 4 insect or plant monsters, basically any Traptrix monster, or 1 normal trap card and draw 2 cards. Also, it has like a recycling effect. You can place one of your trap monsters, your normal trap cards, or banish level 4 insect or plant monster back to the bottom of your deck. You really want to just send Traptrix Holy Taya, like recycle that card back to the bottom of your deck because you're able to search it back out with Traptrix Sarah. But yeah, this card honestly is not that great. You can kind of cut this out. I found success with it, but I can understand if you're not finding this card to perform how you would like. Next, we got the newly added field spell Traptrix Garden. This basically has 3 great effects. So the first one is you get to normal summon 1 additional time for any Traptrix monster. So that's great because a lot of them activate on normal summon, have great effects on normal summon. And then next you have the first time each insect or plant monster you would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. Great because a lot of them are low attack, so you want to have them survive, especially Sarah. Sarah's only 800. Sarah we have right here. And then finally we have you can banish 1 monster you control, special summon 1 Traptrix monster from your hand or graveyard. This is great if you get like Nibiru or something, or just like your Parallel Exceed gets like negated from Effect Veiler or Imperm or Ash Blossom. You can just banish the card and then you can special summon a Traptrix monster from your hand or grave that might fit the situation better. So yeah, the field spell is really great. You definitely want to search this off of Pudica. It's like one of the best cards. That's why we run 3, trying to make sure to get the 1 field spell up online as quick as possible. Next, we got 2 Torrential Tributes. This card I find to be really great. I see a lot of people not running this card, but I still find it really great because a lot of Traptrix extra deck monsters, or I should say all of them, they're immune to trap effects. So basically you get to full board wipe your opponent's field and not your own. So this can easily destroy or like stop combo players dead in their tracks, and it could just win games off like that. I mean, that's how I've won. Next, we got Bottomless Trap Hole, still a great card. 1 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. Also a good card. I run 2 because I feel like it's very generic, where special summon monster activates their effect and you get to negate and destroy it. So good card. Floodgate Trap Hole. I honestly am kind of mixed with this card. Sometimes it performs, sometimes it just doesn't do anything. You know, you just setting an opponent's monster, not destroying anything, or like giving like much advantage. So it's like very hit or miss. This card, I find this card can be quite cuttable depending on the format also. But yeah, we're just running 1. Next 3 evenly matched. We need to run 3 because going second with this deck is absolutely miserable. You want to have something to like help you going second, and like especially in this format right now, I feel like there's a lot of like full boards of like monsters and spells and traps on the field already. Like rarely you'll have like people holding cards close to their hand. You just need the evenly matched to just make the playing field more even though sometimes you could just win the game off the bat with it. But yeah, 3 evenly matched, 2 infinite imperm just for monster negate. It's a great card. 2 Gravedigger's Trap Hole. This card is always going to be online. Like I see people only run 1, but I find 2 is much needed because a lot of cards, like the tier limit cards, the bestial cards, like Dragon Links, they have like their cards activating in the grave. Labyrinth, they have their new Labyrinth monster. I forget, it's like the new lady princess queen thing. That monster, she's just like, she activates in the hand too. Traptrix Gravedigger's Trap Hole just works well with that. Has great matchups for a lot of things in the meta right now. Next we got Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. I only run 1. I would run more, but the problem is it's just hard once per turn because you can only activate 1, and that just kind of kills it. So just running 1. It's great generic, great removal. It's just perfect because it's if, which I also find it's annoying how a lot of the trap hole cards are still using the when syntax, which is super annoying because like it's easy to chain block like what the opponent wants to do in a certain situation, and this card is just an if, which it can activate during any of those times as long as the condition is met. So yeah, we just run 1. And then finally, the best trap hole card that we received, which is the Traptrix Yugioh. This card enables your combos. It extends your plays. It also just helps you recur your resources with your Traptrix monsters on your opponent's turn. Like you can interrupt them with the Pudica, or you can if they're like setting spells and traps, you can special summon a Mermelio, destroy the spell and trap cards. Yugioh is just a great card all around. You need to run 3. Without this card, the deck would not perform as well as it did, for me at least. Next, finally, going into the extra deck, we got Abyss Dweller. This card is just specifically for tier limits. I mean, this card completely wins the matchup against that. Next, we got 2 Rafflesia. You just always want to end on your combos with a Rafflesia on board, so we run 2. 1 Baguska. I run this card if I can only make 1 XYZ monsters, or if I'm going second. We just need this to go in defense and kind of floodgate your opponents until you get your resources. And especially because Sarah's Link monster won't be affected by it, you can start recurring resources if you have a Baguska and Sarah to help build up your board at a much slower pace, obviously, but sometimes it works out. Next, we got 1 Time Thief Redoer. This works well with the Traptrix Yugioh, as you can have the additional effect of placing 1 face-up card your opponent controls to the top of the deck. Great generic rank 4. Next we got Alumeris, rank 4 Traptrix card. Really, I only have this card for its first effect, where you can detach 2 materials from this card, especially summon 1 level 4 insect or plant monster. So it's just to recur your resources. You need your Mermelio, you need to banish something with Pudica, or maybe you need a trap trap card from your grave with Diana. Yeah, overall it's a kind of a whatever cards, sometimes I go into it, usually in in a grind game scenario. Next we got our newly added Pinguecula, which is also a great card. It's basically allows you to add a Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand, and then it has this really underrated effect, I feel like, with its second effect of it's basically if a monster owned by your opponent's is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, you can attach one of those monsters to this card as material, which is fantastic. I've had games where I've won where the opponent Foolish Burials or Gold Sarcophagus, and they banish their monsters or send their monsters to the grave, and then Penguecula is able to just absorb that monster as a material, so basically interrupts their play. Yeah, just a fantastic card all around with that. Next, we got Divine Zeus. This is a great card, obviously, and it's easy to go into because we're running a lot of XYZ monsters. Next, we got 3 Sarahs, the bread and butter of this deck. You always going to go into this, so of course we need 3. 1 Fularia. This is really meant to be like summoned when you're going into a grind game and you need to start recurring your Traptrix monsters from the graveyard, so you go into this. But yeah, still a good copy at 1. Next we got 1 Nightmare Unicorn. This card is honestly cuttable. I really run it because I don't own Exciton Knight, the Evil Swarm XYZ card, and because of that I just think this is the best replacement I have. It's just good spot removal. It shuffles a card into your opponent's deck. So yeah, we run 1 of that. Next we got Traptrix Adipus. This is the last new Traptrix card we're running, and this card is great. This card is exactly what the deck needed. The archetype had this weakness of just not being able to OTK and having like low attack stats. So this buffing them all up, allowing you to go for OTKs, closing out games, is much needed for the archetype. So glad it's kind of generic with just 2 monsters, including an insect or plant monster. This is where Maxi a lot of times comes in. If my Maxi resolves and I have a lot of cards in my hand, I can use a Maxi to go into this. It's yeah, overall great card, definitely run 1. And then finally we have Underworld Goddess. This is only here just to get rid of tower type monsters, so we can get over them, because if without this card we really have no other option, no way of getting over them. Because even though the Adipus does allow us to get pretty high, I think we kind of cap out at like 3,500 with the Penguecula. So yeah, if there's a tower type monsters like the Ignisters, monsters get like their boss monster to like 4,000, 5,000. The only way we're gonna be able to get rid of that is with Underworld Goddess. So yeah, we run that, and that's basically it for my deck list. Going second. Alright, this is a better going second hand. Alright. Not happy that we drew this again on our opening hand. Whoa. It's completely fine. There should be a free game right here if that's just like the effect negation. No, we can't let this go through. Yash this. Discard another whole card, which is perfect because we can use the other Traptrix card to bring that back. Oh my goodness, he had the super poly, bro. Yeah, we want the trap hole card. Attack this. Make sure we leave this dead. We can use the field spell right here. Yeah, let's just go for our second. In case he normal summons something. Alright, we're in a good position right here. Whatever monster he summons, he's gonna force the bottomless trap hole. That's completely fine. Now we activate this. And yeah, he just gives up. Alright, we finally get to go first again. It's exactly what we needed. Not the greatest hand, but you know, will do. I just don't need Max C if he has that. Pudica should get us the field spell. Imperm, that's completely fine. I'm hoping this is a Labyrinth. We have a great matchup against that. Seen 38. Thankfully we have full combo with the Holatea. Now this is going to be the tricky part. I'm going to have to say evenly match. Yeah, we should just get this more out of rotation. Because we are just going to get the Pengu, as I like to call it. Get rid of the trap material. Now they can activate something from their hand, so that's the reason I'm going to go for the Grave Diggers. And we just leave it like that. Okay, another Rocket Dragon Link. I feel like this has to get negated. That field spell can get 2 more. We just want to cut them off as early as possible. I'm not sure. I guess we just have to do it now. Unfortunately, he has nothing else. I really hope he Ash Blossoms this, and he doesn't. Whatever. We'll just have to get this. Because we're going to leave the last effect to be taken from the Pudica when we banish the trap card. It's perfectly fine. Damn, right there I could have used Mantis. Alright, he's going to send something. It's probably going to activate. Should be still perfectly fine. Because we're going to negate that with the Grave Diggers. And thankfully this Pengu can just absorb one of these when they take it to the grave. It's crazy, that's any card effect. It's so good. Yeah, he's going to realize that was a mistake. That was an easy win right there. Alright, man. One more. I just need one more. It's always this last game that I need to get into Master 1 that everything just falls apart. I'm going to get the worst hand ever. The opponent's going to get the best hand ever. Just watch. I'm telling you. This is why I'm recording it live, so I can give this perfect content of like how it's like when I'm like 1 win away from Master 1. Wow, of course, yeah. This person's going to win, I'm telling you. Oh, I go first. Wow, that's the first. Okay. Alright, now I just need a good hand, and this is all done. Nice. Same field. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Evenly matches like, I just don't need him to have anything. I mean, he just don't have Max C. That's the most important one. Alright, that's completely fine, honestly. Alright, Mantis is going to go into the Sarah. Parallel Exceed is going to do some work right here. No, dude, you don't... Okay. Alright, yo, my heart stopped there for a moment. Oh my, that is literally the best thing he could have had for all that stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, these dudes get everything. Effect Veiler, man. Yo, Imperm is way better than that stuff, and of course. And we'll keep evenly in hand. Hopefully 2 Imperms just gets us there. Wow. Okay. Alright, we gave him another chance. This is beautiful. Alright. Diana's just gonna get us, I believe, Mantis. Oh my goodness, hand traps galore, bro. What are you doing? It's still fine as long as no max C, because this combo, whoa, why did Sarah not activate? There's no way. It never says it needs to resolve. That is ridiculous. Alright, whatever. We'll just get the damage in. Did I really say negate the act? Oh, okay. Alright. I'm losing my mind, sorry. This Marissa Spark person just having all the freaking hand traps. I wonder if I can do anything with this. I don't think anything else is wise. Yeah, nothing else is wise with this. This parallel exceed's kind of dead. Thankfully, it goes up to 2,000 when it's negated, so that was good enough. Alright, 2 Imperms, bro. Activate any monster. Easy win, bro. Easy win. Alright. Yeah, man. That's what I like to see. You see that right there. Master 1. Of course, when I recorded, then it went smoothly. Wow. That was so anticlimactic, bro. But anyway, that it is. Master 1. I'm telling you, Traptrix. Good deck. Alright. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.